Chapter 3. A Clue from the Past. Ray waved a ghostly hand, and suddenly the tunnel around them shimmered like sunlight dancing on water. The damp walls dissolved into mist, replaced by the lively sounds of pickaxes ringing against stone, steam-powered machines, groaning under pressure, and voices speaking in dozens of languages. Ruby blinked, disoriented, as the mine transformed before her eyes. They were no longer standing in the shadowy depths of Central Deborah Mine. Instead, they found themselves in the heart of 19th century Bendigo, a bustling hub alive with activity. Miners moved about with purpose, their faces streaked with dirt, muscles straining from hours of hard labor. Women panned for gold along the creeks, their laughter rising above the noise despite the toughness of their work. Children darted between tents and makeshift huts, chasing each other or struggling to carry tools too heavy for their small hands.
"This,"
Ray said softly, gesturing to the scene unfolding before them.
"is where it all began."
Ruby's breath caught in her throat. It was as if history itself had come alive, wrapping its arms around her and pulling her into its story. She could almost feel the weight of the miners' dreams pressing against her shoulders, their hopes for fortune, freedom, and a better life. But beneath that hope lay an undercurrent of struggle, a reminder that these dreams came at great cost. Her gaze fell on a woman standing near the edge of a creek, holding a gleaming nugget in her palm. Her eyes were wide with wonder, reflecting both triumph and exhaustion. Ruby recognized her instantly.
"Margaret Kennedy!"
she whispered, her voice filled with awe.
"She was one of the first prospectors here."
Liam nodded, adjusting his glasses as he squinted at the figure.
I read about her in class. She found gold when no one else thought she could.
Ray floated closer, nodding approvingly.
Yes, Margaret was remarkable, but she wasn't alone. Thousands came to Bendigo during the gold rush, each with their own reasons, some seeking wealth, others escaping hardship, and many hoping to build a new life. This mine became a symbol of everything they endured and achieved.
As they watched, the scene shifted again, showing glimpses of the struggles faced by those who called Bendigo home. A group of Chinese miners worked tirelessly under the blazing sun, their camaraderie shining through despite the discrimination they faced. Nearby, a family huddled together in a tent, sharing a simple meal while dreaming of better days ahead. Ruby swallowed hard, her heart aching for the people whose stories lay buried beneath layers of time.
"It wasn't just about gold, was it?"
she murmured.
No.
Ray replied gently.
Gold may have brought them here, but it was their courage, unity, and determination that truly shaped this place. That's what you're searching for, the spirit of those who came before you.
Before Ruby could respond, something glinted in the corner of her eye, a small wooden chest tucked beneath a pile of debris near the creek. Curiosity pulled at her, and she stepped closer, brushing away dirt and leaves to reveal its worn surface. Etched into the lid were the words, "Only the prepared may forge ahead."
What's this?
Liam asked, stepping up beside her.
"It looks like a toolbox."
Ruby said, tracing the carvings with her fingers.
"But why would someone hide it here?"
Ray appeared beside them, his translucent form shimmering faintly.
This box belonged to one of the engineers who worked here. He left it behind as a reminder that perseverance and ingenuity are just as valuable as gold. Open it carefully, it might hold something useful.
Inside the chest, they found an assortment of rusted tools, a hammer, a wrench, a coil of wire, and several odd-looking gears. At the bottom of the box lay a folded piece of parchment. Ruby unfolded it to reveal a sketch of a winch mechanism, along with a note written in faded ink. To unlock the path forward, mend what has broken. Liam's eyes lit up with excitement.
That's got to be a clue. If we find something that needs fixing, these tools will help us do it.
The vision faded slowly, leaving Ruby and Liam back in the dimly lit confines of the mine. They exchanged a glance, their minds buzzing with ideas.
Well,
Liam said, rummaging through his backpack.
if we run into anything mechanical, we'll be ready.
Ruby nodded, clutching the map tightly in her hands.
Let's keep moving.
As they ventured deeper into the mine, guided by Wombat Millie and the shaky beam of Liam's flashlight, the air grew colder, carrying the faint metallic smell of old machinery. Strange crystals jutted out from the walls, glowing softly in shades of green and blue, casting eerie patterns across the floor. Every now and then, cryptic symbols carved into the stone caught their attention, hinting at riddles and challenges yet to come. At one point, they reached a cavern dominated by a towering winch mechanism, its gears frozen with age. In the center of the room stood a pedestal, bearing another message etched into the stone. Follow the light where shadows fall. Gold is not always what it seems. Ruby frowned, studying the inscription.
What does it mean?
Liam scratched his head thoughtfully.
Maybe it's a clue for whatever comes next.
Ruby stepped closer to the pedestal, running her fingers over its rough surface. Beside it lay a rusted lever, half buried in dirt and debris. She glanced at Liam, who was already inspecting the winch.
I think I can fix it.
Liam said, pulling out the tools they'd found in the chest.
The gears are jammed, but if I can loosen them...
With renewed determination, Liam got to work, using the hammer and wrench to dislodge years of rust and grime. Ruby helped by shining the flashlight on tricky spots and handing him tools as he needed them. As they worked together, the sound of shifting metal echoed through the cavern, filling the space with a growing sense of progress and accomplishment. Finally, with a satisfying click, the last gear slid into place, and the entire structure groaned to life. Slowly, the winch lowered a platform laden with tools and supplies from somewhere above.
Well done.
Ray said, appearing beside them. His translucent form attempted to clap his hands together, though his palms passed right through each other.
You've proven yourselves resourceful and determined.
As they examined the contents of the platform, Ruby noticed something tucked beneath a pile of coiled ropes, a folded map marked with unfamiliar symbols. It was different from the one they'd been following so far, but it clearly pointed toward a new passage hidden behind a wall of quartz crystals in the cavern.
This must be our next clue.
Ruby exclaimed, holding up the map.
If we follow this, we'll find another way deeper into the mine.
Liam adjusted his glasses, studying the markings.
Looks like teamwork just opened a door we didn't even know existed.
With renewed energy, they gathered their tools and prepared to step through the shimmering quartz doorway, ready for whatever challenges awaited them. With the newly acquired tools and supplies, Ruby and Liam pressed deeper into the mine. Each step felt heavier, not just because of the physical exertion, but because they sensed they were nearing the heart of the mystery. Along the way, they encountered more clues, symbols carved into the walls, cryptic messages etched into stone pedestals, and faint traces of glowing quartz leading them forward. One such symbol depicted two figures working together, accompanied by the words, "Unity lights the way." Ruby paused, studying the carving.
This must mean teamwork is key. We'll need to rely on each other more than ever.
Liam nodded, shouldering his now heavier backpack filled with tools.
Whatever comes next, we'll face it together.
As they continued, the ground beneath them trembled slightly, sending loose pebbles skittering down the tunnel walls. Ruby froze, her heart pounding, but the shaking subsided almost as quickly as it had begun.
It's testing us.
Ruby said firmly.
We can't let fear stop us.
Wombat Millie let out a soft grunt, nudging her leg insistently before trotting ahead.
I guess we're supposed to follow him.
Liam muttered, gripping his flashlight tightly. Ruby nodded, forcing herself to take a deep breath.
Let's go.